You cannot have Islam without the Sunnah of the Messenger of Islam. It's as simple as that. You cannot have Islam without the Sunnah of the Messenger of Islam. Anybody who comes and says, I only want to follow the Quran, is contradicting himself, because the Quran tells you to follow the Sunnah. You cannot have the Quran except it comes with the Sunnah. Allah says in the Quran.
Let me repeat it again.
Allah says in the Quran, فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ. If you differ about anything, take it back to Allah and His Messenger. Ibn Abbas said, take it back to Allah and His Messenger means you take it back to the Quran and the Sunnah. The Quran and the Sunnah go hand in hand. You cannot have Islam without the Sunnah of the Messenger of Islam. It's as simple as that. You cannot have Islam without the Sunnah of the Messenger of Islam. Anybody who comes and says, I only want to follow the Quran, is contradicting himself, because the Quran tells you to follow the Sunnah. You cannot have the Quran except it comes with the Sunnah.
Were you? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've heard him sound and clear what he just said, right? First of all, he quoted chapter 4, verse 59 of the Quran, where God says, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu ati'u Allaha wa ati'u Rasul wa ulil amri minkum. Then he says, فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ. Then he said, Ibn Abbas. I don't know, most of you, if you know about Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas is one of the tafsir of the Quran. The predecessors of, according to their hadith, they say he did the tafsir of the Quran exegesis, right? So Ibn Abbas now explains that verse. It's not, look, the mainstream Muslims will tell you Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam is the best mufassir, the best explainer of the Quran. Yes. Then after, when they are explaining a verse to you right now, face to face, they will now tell you Ibn Abbas says, or Ibn Taymiyyah says, or Ibn Kathir says, or you see the stupidity here. So now he is saying Ibn Abbas says, Farudduhu ilallahi means the Quran, war Rasuli means the Sunnah. Oh my God. Are these scholars comedians or what? Then he says there is no Islam without the Sunnah. So which means the Quran is useless. You don't need a dictionary to be explained this part of what he said. He says when you follow the Quran alone, you are contradicting yourself if you don't follow the Sunnah, because the Quran says you should follow the Sunnah. They should come and quote one single verse in the Quran where God says follow the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad. Wallahi lazim, no scholar in this world can quote such a verse from the Quran. It doesn't exist. Wallahi lazim. The guy is saying using the Quran alone without the fabricated Sunnah they have created, it means you are not a Muslim. You are out of coverage area. This is Yasir Qadi speaking. He might be popular, but I don't see him as a scholar. I see these guys as comedians. Wallahi lazim. Wallahi. Now, so let's go to the Quran and use some evidence to refute his claim. Simply, let's use this chapter 7, verse 2 to verse 3. Let's see what God says. Chapter 7, verse 2 to verse 3. Kitabun unzila ilayka fala yakun fi sadrika harajun minhu litunzira bihi wa zikra lil mu'minin. Then verse 3 says, Ittabi'u ma unzila ilaykum min rabbikum wa la tattabi'u min dunihi awliya qalilan ma tazakkarun. What does the verse mean? It says, it is a book, that is kitabun, a book. Do you see? A book, kitabun, a book revealed to you, Muhammad, ilayka, second person pronoun, talking to Muhammad, alayhi salam, ilayka. So let there be no difficulty. Fala yakun fi sadrika. Let them be no difficulty in your bosom. Fi sadrika harajun minhu. Thereof, of the Quran, concerning the book God has sent to him. there shouldn't be any difficulty in his bosom, right? That litunzira bihi, that you may warn by it. You may use the book to warn the people by it. Not Sahih Bukhari, not any garbages. Use the book given to you, Muhammad, to warn the people by it. Then he says, وَذِكْرَى لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ, and to become a remembrance for the believers. The same book. Do you see? Now, verse 3 says, اتَّبِعُوا مَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكُم مِّن رَبِّكُم. Follow what has been revealed to you. Now, in the first verse, it is talking to Muhammad alone. That is إِلَيْكَ, second person pronoun. إِلَيْكَ, talking to Muhammad, you. Now, in the third verse, it is talking to all of us. اتَّبِعُوا مَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكُم مِّن رَبِّكُم. To all of us, right? Then he says what? وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا مِن دُونِهِ أَوْلِيَاءَ. Follow what has been revealed to you from your Lord, and do not follow allies besides him. Do not follow allies besides him. Do not ally with Sahih Bukhari. Do not ally with Ibn Taymiyyah. Do not ally with Ibn Kathir. Do not ally with Sahih Muslim. Do not ally with any mushrik out there. Do you see? Now, you should ally with God alone. So he says, وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا مِن دُونِهِ أَوْلِيَاءَ. He only gave you a simple command, but only a fool cannot understand. Who is a fool? Somebody who lacks good judgment, who likes to follow stories. Here says. Now, so God is telling you, do not follow allies besides him. Really do you take heed? قَلِيلًا مَا تَذَكَّرُونَ. Tazakkaru means to pay attention to something, to take heed, so that you can remember or you can be mindful of it, right? Really do you take heed? Most people are following allies. They are following their waliyah. Somebody will say, I'm following this sheikh. I'm following the... Now, according to even the sectarian Muslim, especially the Sunni, they have Salafi, they have Wahhabi, and the other, the Sufi and the other sectarian inside Sunni religion, right? Now, in the Sunni religion, we have different scholars who have different opinions and the school of thoughts they follow. So we have, out of the school of thoughts they are all following, they have the type of tafsir they use. A group can use Ibn Kathir, a group can use Ibn Taymiyyah, a group can use what? How do you call it? Ibn Abbas. They use different what? Then when they break it down, they come and follow what we call what? Somebody will say, I'm following Shafi'i. Somebody will say, I'm following Hanbali. Somebody will say, I'm following Maliki. And somebody will say, I'm following, how do you call it? Hanafi. You see how confused they are. Huh? Now let's move on. So we can see the simple command in chapter 7, verse 3, telling us, "Ittabi'u ma unzila ilaykum min rabbikum." Right? And I told you, only a fool who doesn't follow the simple command of God will follow another direction. Right? It's just like a navigator. Navigator is telling you go right and you're going left. Obviously. Now, I just played the video of Yasir Kadir. He's saying there is no Islam without the Sunnah. So which means the Quran is useless without the fabricated hadith they have. That is false.